everyone, I'm back. And when last time we were covering this, we had finished it. And that's the red and the gold. And there's the green and the gold. And what we're up to is the inside now. Now what I'm going to do is cut some coffee stained paper that I've got here. And what we're going to do is, the width is fine on this A4 sheet, and we're going to just leave a bit at the top like that, and the sides are fine. Now we want to come up a little bit on the bottom, and we want to make some pockets. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to get my score, my power score, or score power, whatever you call it. I think it's a score power. Yep, that's what it is. It's an inch one. And what I'm going to do is place it there and then go down that line and just crease it so I can fold it. And there we go, we've done it. And we're going to fold it up like that, and we'll see if it fits inside the book. Oops, forgot I had to fold it over this way as well. Now I've just had dinner and I made a beautiful diabetic recipe, and boy was it fabulous. Now I said I was going to take a picture of my tomatoes that I've stored in the freezer, and I used them in that recipe, and oh boy, they were sweet, absolutely adorable, loved it. There we go, so that's the first page. Right, now what we'll do is we'll do all the pages like that. So all we do is we're going to start marking them, and I'll mark them all and then I'll score them all. Okay, now this one over here has to come up a bit. Now you really want to make sure it's all level, but you can eyeball it. You really don't need to measure it and all that. It's not necessary, and it doesn't have to be absolutely 100% perfect. I suppose it does if you're selling them for a living, but other than that, it's very, very simple to do this. Now there's only 6 pages in this, and I think that's enough. It's more than enough actually. 2 more to go. Now I was just listening to the news and it's not good. They're saying that we might have a recession, that the economy has contracted, and jobs are hard to find. There's a lot of employers putting off employees. One is my son, unfortunately. He's losing his job. And so the economy is not going too good. This Liberal government hasn't spent enough on promoting or jobs and growth, as they say their mantra is jobs and growth, or they haven't put enough money into it, and therefore businesses are not doing too good. Also fold that over the other way. Like that. Now you put it on your score. I'll show you one live. No, sorry, I'll show you one reel that I'm doing, and then I'll just do it behind the scenes. Now all you do is, that was the wrong line. So I'll go to the next line. Right. And then you fold it up. First one. Like that. And then you fold it over in halves again. So where we just marked the pockets to fit inside the book, I'm just scoring that and lifting it up like that. Okay, I scored it there. And I've lifted up to get 2 pockets, and then I halved in the middle. Okay, that's how we do it. Now I've got a few more here to go. Fold it in half. Fold it on the score line, sorry, then fold it in half. So that it fits inside the journal. It's not very hard to do, it's just tedious getting all that right in the first place. But once you have it down pat, it's easy to do. Just a matter of subconsciously doing it, and it'll become quicker and quicker for you once you know what to do. Alright, I think we've got one more page. Yep. I'm going to score it. Now these coffee stain pages, I've also put a little bit of, particularly this one, I put a bit of distressed ink in there as well. I think it was a honey coloured ink, distressing ink, with the coffee to make it. Just give it a different colour or to intensify the coffee. So I might just put that in the middle, a little bit away from the front. Okay, we've done that. Next step is to get our book and just check the sizes again. There's our pages. Okay, and it's going to go in the book, and let's see if they're all the same size. Looks like it. Looks like it would fit in there quite well. Like that. So there's the pages again inside. And it really fits in there very well. The sizing's really good. Yep. Those pages look all different sizes to me, but maybe that's because the paper's shrunk in the oven and stuff like that. So that can't be helped. So anyway, that's looking pretty good to me. What we're going to do next is put some washi tape inside. So we'll take our paper back out. Now, washi tape. Now I've got a new one today. I wonder if that'll go with the red. Think it will? It's a bit of a goldy colour in it, so yes, I think it will. What we're going to do is tidy up these edges right round, like we did in the other one. And I'm going to stick it right there to cover up all that mess, halfway on into the red and then halfway into the right, and the same on the ends. I'll just go halfway like that. Turn around, do the same again up top, halfway in the red, halfway in the right, like half the tape on this side, half the tape on that side, and then half the tape there. Right, Now, I did this before. Watch how you put your tape on. I think I've actually put, oh no, it worked out this time. I'm doing the sides, so watch how you put the tape in, because it could be upside down. So what we do now is we come off that one, and we go half on the red and half on the white. We may have to move it to line it up with the other one down the bottom. I'm sure you can do that quite easily, because you're smart. Like that, see? Neaten it up. It does neaten all those areas up. It gets rid of that sticky tape too, although you can see a little bit of it. It still covers it up quite well, neatens the edges anyway. So go down here. My husband brought this tape home today. It's quite a pretty one. I think I'll turn on my L. This is another present my husband bought me. It's L, Leanne, and it changes colour. You can't see that, can you? Maybe if I put it in front of the green, you might be able to see the changes. There you go. And sort of. Anyway, there we go. It's all nice and neat. Have a look. See? All nice and neat. Right, the next step is I'm going to get a big needle. Now, this is the only needle I've got, so don't be alarmed with the size of it. You'll get one that's longer than a normal needle and thicker, so you can use your awl if you've got one. You can use a nail, you can use a big needle, which I do. So first of all, what I'm going to do is find the middle, and I'm going to have to move you for a second to get my ruler. Excuse me. Right, got it. It was stuck under something. Right, we'll go with inches. And we've got the 8 3/4. So what we'll do is, where's the middle? There's the middle. There. We'll just see if that's the middle. Yep. Anyway, so what we'll do is we'll go in the middle, and we'll do 4 1/4 and 2, whatever that means. So there you go. Right, now I'm just going to get, excuse me, I haven't got much room here, I don't know why. I just wanted to rub that line out, it was annoying me. Anyway, there we go. So there's the dot. Now that's in the middle, is it? Yes, it is. Now, what we do is we find the middle and then mark it. I must have accidentally drew a line there. And then come in 1 inch from the end as well and mark it. Both ends. Now I can't see that, so I'm going to have to get a pen. And I'm going to have a look at that. 1 inch. Oh, there we go. So there we go. And 1 inch from this end. It's about there. Right, what I normally do is I get my big silly looking needle and I puncture the holes through this, and I'll make sure they're on that crease line. Matter of fact, what we're going to do, I think, oops, slipped up, sorry about this, I had my bone thing stuck under the keyboard. what we're going to do is, this feels a little bit airy, like it's got air in it, so I'm just going to flatten it. And a good crease on that line in the middle, like that. Okay. I'm going to get my silly needle again, and I'm going to plant it right in the middle where I found the middle and push it through. And make sure that you push it through right in that crease line. Same as this one up top here. Find the middle and come through the paper. Do you see that? Right. To the bottom. Let me just see there. And then come through the bottom. See that? Right. So I've done that. Right. The next step is to grab your papers. Now, make sure they're all even Steven when you put them in. Ah, got an itch on my leg. Ah. Right. I think it's best to have the bottom even, where all the papers are. Now what we're going to do is exactly the same. We're going to find the middle of this top one. Can you see that? I don't think you can. It's changing colour all the time. I'll turn it off. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll find the middle from the top. Top one, which is 8 1/4, yes. So we'll go 8 4 1/8, which is about there, so that's the middle. And then we'll come in an inch on each side, which is there. And an inch is there. Right. Now the reason to get this very level so you can run that needle through. I'll just move these. I'm running out of room. I have my desk so closed in. Anyway, get back to this. Make sure the bottom's level, I think. I think that is the best option. Because some of these papers shrunk in the thing, in the oven, I think they're a little bit, yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. Right, now we get the needle and do exactly the same thing. Run it through that hole right in the middle of the paper. Now if it's not in the middle of the top paper, move the needle so it is. And there it's better. So there's one. Now we're going to come up. Actually, I'll go down and do the bottom one because that's the thickest. And it is thick. I'm going to have to do it a bit like that because it is very thick. And then I'm going to hold it and do the top one as well. So coming through there. Closing up. And move it to about there. There you go. We've done it. So we get our folder and we put our paper in like that. And we can close it up. Now, I'll decorate the front just to change tack because this can be very taxing on the brain, for me anyway. So what we'll do here is that one's locked in and closed, and this one's open. So what we'll do is, so this is the front. The one that's opened is at the front. See how that feels a little bit like it's got air in it? Must be the tape. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put our beautiful little angel on the front, like that. And she fits in there very nicely, just nicely. Oh, she's sweet, isn't she? She's adorable. Okay, here we go. Gluing her down. Use some tacky glue. Maybe have a wet wipe available, just in case the glue comes out to the sides, which invariably it does. And make sure the glue goes right up to the edges. Okay, like that. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to move you over till you fit very nicely, just there. So go in the middle and push it out. Okay, like that. Right, I'll just get a wet wipe. Of course, not only do I want to wipe my fingers, I also want to wipe the glue down and look after it. There we go. A little bit sticky. But everything's fine. No glue came out. I think I used just the right amount of glue. Right, let's get rid of my sticky fingers. Right. Now, what I'm going to use on that is a gold Christmas pen. These are actually called metallic gold permanent paint markers. Give it a shake up. And what I thought about doing, which I have done on the other one, was I outlined her in gold. Can you see that? Oops, let me just see, how am I going there? There. So she's got gold all around her. Just highlights her face. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to this one. Okay. She's adorable, isn't she? She is adorable. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Right, here we go. This gold actually highlights the face. Plus, gets rid of those white lines. When you cut it, you get those white lines. And it's an extra gold layer around her angelic face. And I think that's a good idea. Looks rather nice actually. It's quite sweet. And I'm just going to turn it. And there we go. Now, I don't mind going around her there on the next page, it doesn't matter. Now I go around it twice, and the reason I do that is to double up to see whether I can expand that line bigger, which I do, and I think it's better. It's the first time you're very, very careful about getting it within the lines, just around the lines. So I expand the size of the outline by going around twice. Now, if anything's not glued down, do it now. Do it down now. Right, there she is. Oh, she's adorable. Look at that. Isn't she adorable? Can you see that? Can you see the gold trim on it? Oh, she is adorable. Anyway, there we go. Now the next step is to glue our, first of all, sew our stitching to hold our papers. And the other thing we've got to do is to glue down our pockets, and then we're quite finished after that. So that's what I'll do in the next video, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.